What you're looking at today, ladies and gentlemen, is extreme hair loss in African American women. Most of this is actually caused by just bad hair care. Follicles have died, and it's permanent. They won't come back. Most of this, like I said, is caused by bad hair care, but it's also due to poor hair extensions. Now, don't get me wrong, extensions can be very beneficial, but I find it far more beneficial to sew in the hair versus gluing in the hair. The reason why I say it's more beneficial to sew in the hair is because it not only looks better, it lasts longer, but it also causes less damage than actually gluing in the hair. My actually point of this speech is to encourage black women to stop gluing in hair, but actually sew it in by professional beauticians to promote healthy hair. Now, when I mention appearance as far as sewings, more natural looking hair is caused by having the wefts of hair covering the braids that the weaves are attached to, which creates volume and luster that most people look for. When the hair is glued in, it lays flat and lifeless and looks very dull. Volume is also lost when hair grows out. H.C. Heisel states that hair grows out and is less secure to the scalp. So not only do your tracks slip and leave wefts hanging from you, which nobody wants, it actually damages the hair as well. It's actually easier to maintain too as well when the hair is actually sewn in. Hair hardly sheds because the wefts aren't cut. When you have to glue in tracks, the wefts are often cut and the hair sheds from the track, creating bald spots in the extension and leaving a lot of the hair exposed. This also has a lot to do with the security. Weaves that are sewn in last 3 months and can be washed too as well. Goins, a medical dermatologist, recommends washing your hair every 2 weeks to get rid of the extra bacteria that can be caused when having hair extensions. Having a sew-in will allow you to be able to wash the hair, because when your hair is glued in, the moisture and the bond just doesn't mix. The tracks actually slip, and you actually can only wear the hair for a max of 1 month. And if you pay a lot of money to have a beautician install your extensions, it's just money down the drain. Also, as far as longevity, thread does not break because it is very, very tightly made. Eleanor Jewell, who was a famous hairdresser, recommends that you use a half-stitch knot. These knots are often used in boating, camping, and campsites as well to secure things to whatever they're tied to. Glued hair can't be washed because, like as I stated before, with the moisture, it just kind of loses the bond, so running down the drain. Now, the damage done to hair that is glued in actually is very catastrophic because it's very permanent. As you can see, the follicles die due to the fact that the bond from the latex in the bond, actually stops hair growth. It can't receive moisture or air, so it just creates bald patches, as you can see in some of these places. Gluing in the hair also causes several allergic reactions. Those who are unaware that they are allergic to latex not only suffer hair loss and dead follicles, but they receive rashes too as well. That creates damage to the hair and a lot of irritation. When sewing in the hair, it does not cause this because the hair is actually braided and it's your own hair and it's literally sewn to the braid. A lot of people state that too, as far as having the hair extensions installed, it is very damaging to have them installed by sewing, but this is not very accurate at all. Eleanor Jewell was a famous hairdresser as well, actually recommends that when you do have your hair sewn in, that the braids are very loose and that you use braiding hair to protect them. There's also other preventive methods like hair nets that hair can be sewn to protect the hair. Also, as far as damage goes, when the hair is sewn in, The follicles that are lost can be retrieved through medicines and shampoos. When latex is used and the bind is into the scalp, no, the scalp can't receive medicine for the hair to grow back. And this is severe because everybody wants healthy looking hair. It has a lot to do with image and self-esteem. People find that when they are looking their best, they feel their best, which creates a self-confidence. And as you can see, having bald spots just does not create a confidence that you need. So in conclusion, the sewing in hair is far more beneficial, because the appearance is way better. You have nice full locks that flow. It's also more secure because of the fact you can wash the hair and it won't loosen up. It will last up to 8 weeks, and which is technically 3 months, and also allow you to be able to keep it installed, and save the money that you will lose through having hair extensions loosen up due to glue and having to go to the beautician several times. But it also causes less damage too as well, because it doesn't create as much stress on the follicles and doesn't fill the follicles with latex, so the hair can actually receive moisture and promotes healthy growth. So I encourage Black women to start sewing in hair extensions instead of using glue.
Thank you.
Awesome. Here's the audience. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Hi. And